you want to grow closer with God. And I think as you close out 2024, I want to encourage you with a verse on how that can be something that is part of your story for the closeout of 2024 and continuing on in 2025. This verse comes Matthew chapter 7, verse 7. Read it here with me. Ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and it will be opened to you. Verse 8. For everyone who asks receives, and the one who seeks finds. And to the one who knocks, it will be opened. As I read this, I think about how much our faith can grow by simply asking, seeking, and knocking. And I want to just give you 3 steps, 3 easy steps in that order. We want to initially ask God to give us wisdom on what it looks like to grow in His Word, what it looks like to be closer to Him. And as we ask, as we start foundationally, so a practical way to live this out is we begin with prayer. Asking is easily able to be found in prayer. We go to the Lord and we're looking for questions to be answered. We're going, God, I'm not really sure what it looks like to be close to you. Also, am I even close to you right now? And I believe that the Lord will answer our questions as we ask Him. And I think that occurs not just in the asking phase, but as we seek Him. So we'll start off with we ask the Lord, hey, I'm really in need of understanding of how do I grow with you? So we start there. But then we seek Him. And then a practical way to seek Him is we go from prayer, right, from our asking stage, to then seeking Him, which is found within His Word. So we are taking time to seek and find Him in His Word. The easiest way for you to hear from God is by what's already been revealed. If you want to hear God speak out loud, read His Word out loud. His Word has been written for you in this day to utilize, to fight the attacks that we go through on a day-to-day basis. So we're going to ask Him in prayer and seek Him through the reading of His Word, seeking Him through worship. And you might think worship is only found in instruments or great songs or great voices. Worship is found in all that you do within your life. Make your life be a letter read amongst men, and when people see it, they're amazed at how much you truly honor the Lord. All of your life, if you continually seek the Lord, can be worship to Him. Worship is not just on a stage or a platform. Worship is when you're alone in your car with tears running down your face and you're crying out to Him. Worship is when you're cleaning the dishes and you are ensuring your house is in order. Don't confuse worship with just a place that you go with great song. That can be an aspect of it. But worship is how you live your life. And that's done when we seek Him. And finally, we are going to knock. Knocking is a great illustration here that Jesus gives us. The reason why it's so great is because a door cannot be opened until it is knocked on. So we knock and we might realize now's not the time. Now might not be the time that we experience the revelation we're longing for. Then we go back to seeking. Because at some point, it will be time that that door will be opened. It will be time that you're able to walk through what God is ready to give you. But you might need to spend more time in the asking phase. You might need to spend more time praying. You might need to spend more time seeking. And when it is ready, He will open the door. God is not withholding something from you because He doesn't like you. He doesn't love you. If anything, He loves you so much, He's not going to give you something that you're not ready for. So continue to ask, Lord, how do I prepare for this? How do I get ready? Specifically to the topic at hand of growing in Him, maybe the greater intimacy we're longing for is already before us, but because we think it's a feeling that only we experience that we're close with God, we're not able to go in deeper revelation or deeper growth with Him because we have said that our closeness with God is something I feel. I don't know about you, but if I'm Daniel in the lion's den, I'm not necessarily going to feel maybe the immense presence of God, so to speak, but I'm going to see it be revealed by the fact that the lions aren't eating me. I want you to think about that for a second. You don't just need to feel God to know that you're close to him. That's something that I think we've done a disservice to a lot of people is we make it a feeling because in a worship set, you may feel this immense beating in your chest like, wow, the Lord is so electric. He's so here. He's so present. Now, if you look at the word, can you see immense moments where the Lord is a feeling? I don't know if I can go out and say fully that, hey, he's a feeling. Now, it's not to say God doesn't provide feeling. He does. He definitely provides things with, like, he speaks through our bodies. I'm not saying that. But you don't need to equate closeness with God with a feeling that you have. Sometimes closeness with God will be seasons where there's not a lot of communication that you feel like you're hearing from him. Once again, we can't live by feeling, though. We got to live by truth because something may feel right, but it isn't right. Something may feel good, but it ain't good for you. So we don't want to live our faith based off feeling to feeling. We want to live our faith based off of truth to truth, from glory to glory. And that sometimes will come with a feeling, but don't only seek out distinguishing factors of closeness with God as something you feel. Seek out distinguishing factors of closeness with God based on what's been revealed within his word. You can see that you're close with God by are you becoming more loving? Are you becoming more gracious, forgiving, more hopeful, more joyful? That is a key way to determine, am I growing in closeness with God? And closeness with God will have its potential ebbs and flows. There will be moments where you are on a mountaintop, where God and you are just thriving. Everything is good. And then you might go through a valley. You might go through a dark season. You might be asking, God, where in the world are you? And every step of the way is part of this ask, seek, knock. Every portion is a portion to grow you in deeper intimacy with Lord. Don't just be thankful for the good seasons. Be thankful for the seasons where suffering and pain occurred because it grew you closer to Christ. And if Christ became more of who you were because the pain you experienced, then I would say rejoice in that. I pray that this video will be a blessing to you. I pray that you would see that closeness with God is not just a feeling that you have, but closeness with God is something that is a way of life, that sometimes you get away to pray, to seek, to knock. Sometimes you have moments where you're going on journeys high, on mountaintops, where there's so much love and joy. All of it's a process to becoming more like the one that the Lord has sent, his son, Jesus Christ. May you be encouraged by that today.